In my last video, I talked a wee bit about how to meet and pick up women and basically get laid. But there's a lot more to it than that we're going to discuss in this video. We're going to touch a little bit about online dating and some strategies for that, as well as optimal places to pick up and the role of a wingman if you're going out with a buddy. Yeah. As I mentioned in my last video, it helps to have your fundamentals handled, which is stuff like your looks, your voice, your posture, your body language. Everything like that matters when you're dealing with females. But in the last few years, I've been using online dating a little bit, and I use sites like Plenty of Fish, OkCupid, Match.com, which I don't really recommend because you have to pay for it. I've went on vegetarian dating sites. I've went on like FetLife for like people who are into like kinky shit. Any sort of like website you can think of. I haven't tried Tinder because it doesn't work on my phone, but I've heard it's a good hookup app. I'm kind of lazy, so I usually just say like, hey, what's up, you want to grab coffee sometime? It's Ryan, right? Like, and usually like about half of the chicks will agree to go for coffee with you and stuff like that. And the importance here is to make sure you pick a coffee shop that's close to your house so it's easy to get her back afterwards. But the downside of a coffee date is like there's no like interaction, like I mentioned in my last video. Like I like to take girls like mini putting or stuff like that for a first date, where you can like show them how to do it with a little bit of physical touch. And yeah, or like bowling, rock climbing. I've went what else, like beach is a huge one. Even if you're just going for coffee, afterwards you can take her for a nice walk along the beach. It's very romantic, and then you can like bring her up to the lifeguard tower or like the rocks that border along the water and make out there and stuff like that. Sometimes, like, yeah, I've even had beach hookups. But with that, or if you're going to pick up at the beach, it helps if you're in reasonable shape, right? Like, I haven't hit the gym in a while, but like, I've got like six-pack abs and stuff like that, and chiseled chest, and like, I get that usually works to my advantage. Like, I get women coming up asking if they can get their picture taken with me when they see me with my shirt off and stuff like that. So it helps to be in good shape. But like, you normally for online dating, you want to say something a little bit more than just, hey, what's up, coffee sometime. Take the time to read their profile and custom tailor your message towards each particular girl. Now, I know that I don't do that because it takes like a long time, really. But like, if you want to improve, like optimize your results, then show that you actually took the time to read her profile and extrapolate information from that. Like, if she says she's into skiing or like a foreign language, and like ask her like if she's ever traveled to that country that the language is spoken in, or like ask her like, well, where does she like to go skiing and stuff like that. Like, but as I mentioned in my last video, you want to deep dive and go beyond the superficial facts, right? To get to her innermost core passions and beliefs and ambitions, right? Like, figure out what she wants to do in life, stuff like that, what her dreams are. And if you're going out to a club, sometimes it helps to have a wingman. Now, the role of the wingman is to basically, well, foremost, tie up her friends and prevent them from coming in and cock blocking you. Now, a cock block is when the friend gets jealous or overprotective of her friend, so she comes in and tries to separate the friend from you and basically gets in your way, thus blocking your cock. Well, you can avoid that by having a buddy talk to her friend, and the buddy can also help talk up your value. when I go out with my friends, I always say like, oh, this is like, I don't know, whoever, and he's a really good guy. He's excellent at I don't know, like golfing or whatever it is they're good at, right? You talk your buddy up to help him get laid too. It's just bro code. But like, so you want to have a plan laid out with your wingman before you go out, right? Like, it's not like women where we come together, we leave together, right? Like, the idea is like the buddy, like, both of you guys will find a girl and go home your separate ways and meet up in the morning or something like that, talk about what happened. But like, yeah, we're near the 6-minute mark of this video. Just to recap, online dating, great way to meet women, obviously. The beach, good place. As far as first messages, like, take the time to read and custom tailor your messages to each recipient. And yeah, your fundamentals, have that handled. Like, make sure that like you have good clothing, that you've done your hair and stuff like that, shaved, and wear nice cologne and stuff like that, because women are crazy about smell, right? Like, if you got something musky with a lot of pheromones in it, like, it turns women on. So like, I'll make further videos on the topic, but I hope this gives you a couple good pointers.